Hey yo, what's good everybody, it's your boy Kai. So recently Jamar Chase has not been himself and he's been dropping the ball a lot when, those passes that he usually caught in college, he's just not catching them right now. It's only the preseason, but it is a little bit concerning for Jamar Chase. And we're also going to be talking about the Cincinnati Bengals and what they're going to look like, moving on and into the future. So the first thing we need to talk about is Jamar Chase and him dropping the football. Now I do believe some of it has to do with him missing a full year of football. He opted out last season due to COVID-19. So honestly, I'm not going to really hold him for not catching the football. He's also playing with, not the greatest QBs. Joe Burrow is not playing. So obviously, playing with the backup quarterback is going to hurt your chances of getting a better football. But at the same time, some of these catches are really catchable, and it's shocking Chase isn't catching them. Also, he does have added pressure of being, high pick, the 5th pick. He has added pressure. And then also throw in the fact that the offense the Bengals have, it's not the greatest for a wide receiver. Obviously, if you see these drops, they're mostly short, quick routes because the offensive line cannot hold up. Now, Jamar Chase back on LSU, he was mostly, I wouldn't say a deep threat, but he was not like he's probably going to be used in Cincinnati. Was just a quick slant, a quick out route, that type of wide receiver, and that will cause some drops. We've seen it with the Pittsburgh Steelers last year where they could not protect Ben Roethlisberger, so they had to just throw the ball out really quick. It was working in the beginning of the season, but at the end of the season, the receivers started to drop the football. And honestly, this is a problem with the Cincinnati Bengals and why they should have drafted Penei Sewell, even though he himself is struggling in the preseason, but I do believe he'll pick it up. And I feel like this is the reason why they should have drafted Penei Sewell, was because of the fact that you could throw the ball down the field now, but now with Riley Reef as your best offensive line acquisition, he was good last year, but he's not the greatest tackle, I'd say. He's average, I would say. So if the Cincinnati Bengals can just protect Joe Burrow, I feel like Jamar Chase, he's not going to be dropping the football as much. And honestly, I'm not too concerned about it. I feel like people need to stop overhyping it. It's not the end of the world for Jamar Chase, but it is a little bit concerning, but not as concerning as some people, are making it out to me. It's also just the preseason, so it's not the end of the world. And honestly, he has shown some flashes during the preseason, which was one catch. It was a screen route. It's not the end of the world for Jamar Chase. I feel like later in the season, he'll be able to produce more yards when, it's late in the season and the Bengals don't really have anything to play for. I do believe he'll have a slow start to the season because the Bengals offense, from what I've heard from people who are watching, training camp, during the preseason, it is not the greatest offense. I have not watched that much of the Bengals preseason because I'm more looking forward to week 1 when they play the Vikings, which is my favorite team. But regardless, I'm just looking forward to how Joe Burrow plays because I just don't watch, I don't want to watch a backup quarterback. So I'm not going to blame Jamar Chase, if he's having problems with dropping the football, but what I also say is he'll probably have a slow start and pick it up later in the season. So let's talk about Joe Burrow really quick and the Bengals offense. Now I do believe this offense, it does have a big problem, and that's protecting Joe Burrow. And it's become a big problem because when you have guys like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, who could all be vertical threats in their offense, it's a big problem when you cannot protect for Joe Burrow, because we saw it last year, and I feel like the Bengals are going to try to protect Joe Burrow as much as possible, and that's going to result in them throwing the ball shorter. And what that's going to result into is players dropping the ball, and, tipped interceptions. And you saw with the Steelers last year, man, where they were clicking early in the season, but late in the season, it just wasn't working for the Steelers. They had some problems dropping the football. But I'm not saying that is the same situation with the Bengals, because the Bengals probably have better wide receivers, in my opinion, more talented. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase. What I also say is, I don't know about this offense. I don't really see them, being a top 10 offense, maybe a top 15 offense. But I just want to see Joe Burrow out there healthy again. So that concludes the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Road to 100 subscribers, so please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It's your boy Kai. See you guys in the next video. Peace out. God bless.